one thing you always want to have, one thing you always is the skill. I know so many people who are looking for investment schemes. You're looking for something that's just going to make life easy for you. But that's why a lot of people fall into scams. You want to be able to learn the skill set for yourself so that you can pick up your phone anywhere and be able to make money. All right. So that was literally how I started trading, or how I started learning how to trade. And I gave myself time. And that's another thing that you want to give yourself when it comes to this space, when it comes to this industry. You want to give yourself time. I know that we come in with that mindset, oh, can I make money? Can I make money? Can I make money? If I put $100, can I make 1,000 in 2 days? This is not that space. This is not that place where you want to come and get rich overnight. Is it possible? Well, yes. But one thing is not knowing how you made $1,000. Imagine making $1,000 today and tomorrow you don't know how to make it, right? So it's like a one-time thing, but you want to be able to know how to make $100, how to consistently make $100. If you know how to make $100, then now you can make $1,000. If you know how to make $1,000 consistently, now you can make $5,000, whatever the case is. So it's a game of numbers, but you have to be willing to learn the skill, be patient, and give yourself time. And I tell you, it's never going to leave you. It's going to stay there. Like me right now, it's in my blood, right? I could wake up 3 a.m., pick up my phone, and look at the market. That's how much, right? I would say that I'm addicted to this industry. But basically, it's not about me. I believe we have some guests on here. If you're a guest, put a 2 in the chat. If you are a guest on here, put a 2 in the chat. If you are a guest, you're listening to this information for the very first time, put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. I'm going to switch this real quick. One second. Okay. All right. Should be clear with this device. The other one was a bit too slow for me. Okay. All right. So we're going to be going into NVISIONU and everything NVISIONU is really all about. Now, there's one thing I'm a big fan of is education. I'm not a big fan of quick investments or overnight investments. I'm a big fan of education. I believe that once you have the knowledge about something, no one can take it away from you. It's like you're giving yourself power, right? So I'm always a big fan of education. Now, when I see anything that is going to allow people have access to education, I will promote it and I will talk about it with everything inside of me, right? And for me, that's exactly what NVISIONU has been able to provide. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and I'm going to show you everything that NVISIONU is really all about. Now, first things first, NVISIONU is a health and a wealth company, right? So NVISIONU is not only about the money, we also prioritize the health as well. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and let's go in. Now, this company started 2 years ago, and the focus really was education, right? It was a full-blown educational platform where we had courses on different areas. The company, second, sorry. Okay, right. Now, the company is owned by two amazing gentlemen who I respect so much. I value them not because of who they are, not because of what they've achieved, but what they have helped so many people to accomplish, in a very, very short period of time. I am one of the individuals who have benefited, from the wealth of knowledge that these gentlemen have, right? Especially David Imonite. I've been privileged to learn from him, one-on-one, and he has helped me in so many ways to grow, right? Not just grow mentally, guys. I'm talking about financially. I literally went from making 3 figures. When I met him, I was literally on 3 figures, right? to making way multiple six figures every single year, right? So these individuals, what they've put together in Envision You is geared to help you to accomplish your goals. It's geared to help you to achieve all the things that you desire to achieve. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be able to work from home, you want to be able to travel around the world, living your best life. I believe that everything that the company has put together, right, is geared to help you achieve all of that, right? Now, I always say this, Envision You is not for everyone, okay? Everything here is open to everyone, but it's really not for everyone because truthfully, not everyone desires success. See, people like the idea of success. I wish, people say things like, oh my God, I wish I could just, be working right now and I could just find $1 million on the floor. Well, you're not going to find $1 million on the floor, truthfully, right? So people have wishes, but not everyone desires to be successful. That desire comes from finding opportunities, plugging into the opportunities, and taking it seriously. Like you take it like your life depends on it, because that's really what's going to allow you to become successful. So if you're here and you look at this opportunity right now, in the end, you have to make a decision. Is this really for me? Because it might not really be for you, right? But when I saw this, I knew that it was the answer to all my prayers, right? I've been in this industry for 6 years, but when you find something that really ticks all the boxes, I'm talking about leadership, I'm talking about products and services, the timing of the products and services, it was a huge yes for me. And the compensation plan as well, it was a yes for me, right? So you really need to ask yourself, right? With everything I'm going to be sharing with you guys, is this really for me? Do I really desire to be successful? Because when you come into Envision You, you have to put in the work. You must put in the work to get the results out of these platforms, all right? The goal is very simple. The vision of Envision You is very, very simple, but it's big. It is to positively impact the lives of 1 billion people. And with what we're doing right now, I mean, today we just got an email that the company has officially launched in Kenya. It just shows you where this company is going to, in the next 1 year, 2 years. So many other countries are going to be open to benefit from the wealth of knowledge that Envision You has put together with our digital learning platform. So we want to positively impact the lives of 1 billion people. And we know for a fact that it's done, with the leadership and the products and services, right? Now, we have two aspects of the platform. Okay, Envision You has two aspects, like I mentioned earlier. There's the health and the wellness side, and we have digital education. But I'll really focus on the digital side for the score because, we started with that from yesterday. Now, with our digital learning platform, there's so many courses, okay? It's not just the trading side. There are other courses on the platform where you can learn about real estate, Airbnb. You can learn about transportation, creating your own luxury car rental business. We also have a full-blown financial literacy course. Now, this is something that people do not really take, but if you're someone who is planning a successful future, in 5, 10 years, that's a course that everyone must take, right? Because that's really going to help you set your finances in a way where you are relaxing at the beach in the next 5 years or 10 years, and you have your finances in check. So Envision You has a full-blown financial literacy course. But guess what? It's not just to learn about making how to make money or save money. One thing you always want to learn about is how to multiply the money that you make. In this part of the world, let me speak for myself or my people. We know how to make, spend, pay bills. All right. Right now, the economy is choking everyone. People are just paying bills and paying bills and paying bills, and the bills keep increasing. It's going times 500 every single day, right? I believe that there's inflation in every part of the world, but I'm going to speak for the one I know, right? And people are paying bills, paying bills, paying bills. So people are basically making money, paying bills, and they save little or nothing. Some people don't even have the opportunity to save at all. But then, do you know how to multiply money? Because that's the key thing. If you don't know how to multiply money, the money with you will never, ever be enough, right? And that's why Envision You launched the Financial Literacy 2.0 course. There, you're going to learn about the financial market. Yesterday, Derek did a great job explaining what the financial market is really all about because people do not know how this works, right? This is a market that has been in existence before you and I were born, right? And it's going to be here even when we leave this world. Why? There's no way, I don't see it coming. There's no way that the whole world is going to start using one currency. I don't see it coming. I don't think so. So there's always going to be the need for change, right? People are always going to have to exchange currencies for travel purposes, for, paying for goods and services online. So there's always going to be the need for change. And that's why the Forex market is always going to be there. Now, this is a market that is trading over $7 trillion every single day. If your bank was doing over $7 trillion, I'm going to throw this question to you guys. If your bank, okay, was doing over $7 trillion daily, would you trust your bank? Would you be proud, right, that you bank with such a bank, right? If my bank was doing these numbers, I definitely would be proud. Like, I would be confident that I'm able to trade, or I'm able to do business with that kind of bank. That's exactly what this market is doing. So you have access to a market that is doing over $7 trillion daily. I'm talking about the money, the flow in the market every single day is over $7 trillion. Now, what do you think it is like in a week? What do you think it's like in a month, in a year? So this is a really liquid market, and it's very legal, okay? I mean, the banks are trading in this market. The government, they trade in this market. Big financial institutions, they trade here. We have hedge funds, all of them. We are just a small number, or like a small unit of the people that really have access to this market. So if the banks are doing it, if you trust your bank enough to put your money there, and they use your money to make more money, you should trust yourself enough to learn the skill set. Now, what do we really do in this market? Two things. We're either buying or selling. Very simple. We're either buying or we're selling. But the question is, at what point should I be buying, and at what point should I really be selling? That's really where you need the education. So let's just come back a little bit, right? I'm sorry for people that probably in the US or the UK, because we have a serious exchange problem here. Okay, so it's easier to use our market for examples. Okay, right now a dollar to naira is trading at about 1,700. Okay, so $1 to a naira is about 1,700. Now, as an investor, I'm not thinking about buying the dollar right now because it's really high. The price is really high. When I started trading, a dollar to naira was about 300 or thereabout. So look at the difference right now, 300 to 1,700. So the market price is really high. So how much you're going to need to buy $1 is really high. Okay, so that's exactly what we're doing in the market. We're taking advantage of the market prices fluctuating daily, and we're taking advantage. We're saying, you know what, the market price is low, I want to buy. The market price is high, I want to sell. Let me use something more general. Bitcoin. We're all familiar with Bitcoin, right? If you are, put a 7 in the chat. I think we're all familiar with Bitcoin. If you know Bitcoin, put a 7 in the chat. If you know Bitcoin, put a 7 in the chat. If you know Bitcoin, put a 7 in the chat. Good. Now, Bitcoin right now is at $71,000. Oh my goodness, it is at $72,000 right now. It was 71 before I started this call. It's at $72,000 right now. If you knew about Bitcoin, okay, if you knew 7 years ago, right? If you knew about Bitcoin 7 years ago, would you have bought it? Would you have bought Bitcoin if you knew about Bitcoin 7 years ago? Would you have bought Bitcoin? Would you have bought Bitcoin? So many of us, myself inclusive, I was so skeptical. I anything crypto then, it was like scams, right? It never made sense to me. But trust me, right now, if you bought Bitcoin, let's say when you heard about Bitcoin, okay? Let's say when you heard about Bitcoin. When I really heard about Bitcoin, Bitcoin was like, I think it was about 700 or something like that. Yeah, $700, for one Bitcoin. And today it is 73,000. I think it hit about 73,000 yesterday or thereabout. Now, Is this the right time to really buy Bitcoin? Is this the right time? Let's talk like investors. Is this the right time to actually buy Bitcoin at 73K or 72K? Is this the right time? Where's everyone? I love a really interactive class. We're all here to learn, right? So, let's use the chat box as much as possible. Is this the right time to be buying Bitcoin? No. Why? Because the price is really, really high. But guess what? As traders, we don't really care about that. Okay. Matter of fact, we love the fact that it's high because now we know that it's at a high point. We're looking for sell opportunities. So all we have to do is go into the Bitcoin market, look at the market, do our analysis, and make a decision to either buy or sell. So we can actually buy Bitcoin from 71K to 72K. We don't have to buy Bitcoin and put it in a wallet because that's what most people know. Okay, buy Bitcoin, store it in a wallet, and the value goes up. But when it comes down, what happens? That's when you see people tweeting and saying, bloodbath. Okay, I've lost all my money because you do not know that you can actually take advantage of the crypto space, whether it's going up or whether it's coming down. You can actually trade Bitcoin. You can buy and sell Bitcoin within the day multiple times if you understand how the market works. So what we simply do is to look at the market, analyze the market, take a buy or take a sell within the day. That's what we do. So we don't have to own cryptocurrencies to trade cryptocurrencies, right? So that's exactly what you're coming to learn here. But guess what, guys? That's not all about the market. That's not all that you need to know before you go into trade. You also have to learn about the news. And that's why I love the fact that we have a live trading platform where you are going to be learning from educators live every single day. They're going to be telling you how the market moves. They're going to be telling you, they're going to be explaining to you what the news are talking about. Do you guys know that right now, the wars happening in the world, they're seriously affecting the market? Do you know? If you know, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know, put a 0. And it's okay not to know. That's why you're here, right? Do you know that all the wars happening right now, do you know that they're actually affecting the market so much? Like crazy. It's affecting the market so much. Do you know that the US elections, do you know that they're crazily affecting the market right now? I mean, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is on a really high price. Look at gold. Gold is on an all-time high. Silver is on an all-time high. Guys, we don't only wear gold and silver on our necks and our wrists. We actually trade this currency, this metals in the market, right? So you're also going to learn about the news. You're going to learn about how to understand what is happening in the market and how it affects your trades. Okay. So this is a full-blown educational platform where you're coming to learn how to trade. Now, this is not a market where you want to gamble because you're trading with the banks or you're trading against the banks, or rather, the banks are trading against you. You're trading against the banks, the government, big companies. I told you guys earlier, we are only like 1%. We're like a small unit in the market, right? So you don't want to just come on here and gamble. You have to come in like a professional and learn the skill set so you go into trade like a professional. You're also going to learn about risk management. I know a lot of people say, oh, trading is risky. When they hear about trading, oh, it's really, really risky. Well, yeah, it is risky. But one thing about trading, you can actually determine how much you want to make or how much you're comfortable with losing for every time that you take a trade. I believe Christy Lee is going to come and do a great job with the compound plan. So you guys are going to see how you can actually plan your money, okay? Like I said, you're going to learn how to trade like a professional, okay? So guys, that's basically what NVISIONU is all about. What I love is the fact that you guys are going to learn, okay? This is not some investment, okay? You're coming here to learn. And I bet you, some of you, at some point, you might be one of our educators, okay? One of my goals then was to be an educator before some money whacked my face, it was flashing me left and right and I lost focus. But basically, some of you are going to get so good from what you've learned, and then you're going to become educators, within in this space, right? Now, another thing NVISIONU has provided is an app. I believe Derek did a great job yesterday showing us how the app works, and I think that Christy is also going to do that as well, if I'm correct. But you guys are going to see how the app really works. Now, let me ask you a question. If you had a way, right, to get trades from a professional every single day, would you love that? Put a 0 on the chat. If you had a way that someone was sending you their own trades, showing you, telling you what to do, because trust me, when I started trading, it took me about 4 months to be able to go into a trade. I was so scared. I was like, how do I enter? Am I entering at the right time? How do I know when to leave? If you've been trading, you know that sometimes you just like go in and like you just see like a little blue and you're out of the market. I know we have some traders here. Does that happen to you? Put a yes in the chat. Like you just go in and the moment you see anything that looks like blue, you're out of the market because of fear. So for me, then I was like, how do I know when to enter? How do I know when to exit? Like, I was always really scared. It took me a long time. A long time. I was everywhere looking for who would teach me, like, show me how to enter. Like, I need to know it when. People always ask this question, what is the best strategy? There is no best strategy. If there was anything like best strategy, we wouldn't even be on this call. I wouldn't be here. I would have had that strategy since. If it would cost me millions, I would pay for that strategy and I would be eating my money alone. So there's no best strategy, right? But there's a strategy that works for you. And that's exactly what you're going to be learning. But guess what? We already have an app that teaches you or shows you, they basically tell you what to trade, when to enter, when to exit, and when to take out your money if the market is going the opposite way. So they have done all the heavy lifting for you. And guess what? They're going to be sending that to your phone every single day. So you're not going to have to go through what I went through, 4 months just figuring out how to enter one trade, right? So the app has done all of that for you. So you're going to be getting notifications on your phone daily telling you when there's a new trade. Now, you don't have to know anything about how the trade came about. However, they share that with you. They tell you, like, this is how we came about the trade. So you can also go back and check if you want to take that trade or not. But you don't need to know if you're like, I don't care about this, I want to enter the market. They give you all of that. So they tell you where to enter, tell you where to exit, and tell you where to protect your account in case the trade is going the opposite way. Guess what? You have 100% free will to choose the risk that you want for that trade. So they're not going to risk your account. You are the one who is going to determine what level of risk you want to take for that trade. If you want to take the lowest risk possible, oh, good. If you want to take medium risk, good. If you want to take high risk, for those of you who sometimes, I don't know if this happens to you guys, okay? For you guys that trade, is there any time where you say, you know what? Whatever, I'm going all in on this trade. There are days where I really say that to myself, like, I'm going all in. Like, this trade, this is the one that's going to buy me a house. So if you're like me sometimes and you say, you know what, I'm going all in, I want to take crazy risks, that's on you, right? So the app does not control your risk. You are the one who's going to control your risk. What they do is they give you the trade ideas, which I absolutely love. All right. Now, some of you already love the idea around NVISIONU and the trading system, and you're saying, how do I get started? It's very, very simple. Now, let me tell you something. 6 years ago, when I was going to get started, I actually saw my receipt a few days ago, right? A few weeks ago, when I was going to get started to learn how to trade, I was asking around. I never found anyone. Everyone was busy. And the people that I even saw, they gave me like ridiculous amounts to start for them to teach me. And they gave me like once or twice a week, which did not work with my schedule. I was looking for something that I could afford at that time. And, it was flexible for me. And that was $217 at that time, 6 years ago. So NVISIONU offering $200 right now. I don't understand what's going on, but I want to believe that they have you and I in mind. Like, they want something that is easy for people to be able to afford, and they can actually come into the space, learn the skill set, and make money. Now, if you're here and you're saying, oh my God, this is a lot, maybe you don't understand this market. Maybe you think this is a small space. No, this is not a small market. We're talking about a market where people are making withdrawals of over $500,000 in a week. I mean, we've seen that live. This is not, I heard, we saw, okay? So if people are withdrawing 500K, people are making withdrawals of $1,000. Some people have made $2,000 before 9 a.m. in the morning. I don't think those people will say $250 is a lot, right? So this is an investment in yourself, not in me. I mean, I invested in myself. I'm still investing in myself every single time. So this is an investment in yourself, okay? So basically, it is $250 to actually get started with the space. And if you love what you're going to be getting, well, you love the platform, which I believe, I know you will. I mean, we have a lot of people that have been here for months, and they would not be here if they were not getting value. So if you want to continue having access to everything subsequently, it's $150. But I tell you guys, if you come on our group chat, we see people making people's subscription every single day, right? We have an amazing platform, a great community. People are making crazy amounts of money. So some people right now, they make their subscription in their sleep. Okay. So that's not really a problem. Just come in with the learning mindset. Okay. Come in with the learning mindset and be ready to grow. If you're not ready to learn, then you're not ready to earn for sure. Right. So it's $250 to get started. And if you want to continue, it's $150. But before I bring my good sis on this call, if you're a guest here and you want to get started, okay, you need to be texting the person that gave you the link to this call right now. You need to let them know that you want to get started with this immediately. Don't think about this too much. Today is either your day one or, whatever. When you get started today, you want to give yourself time. Yesterday, we heard from Derek, if you can dedicate 30 minutes to an hour a day to go through your videos, okay, we have amazing educational videos here. If you can dedicate at least 30 minutes to an hour daily to going through the videos, you will be grateful that you got started December 31st, 2024. You would see the growth. You would ask yourself, how come I started in October and December, I've gone this far, right? So you need to be ready to learn and be ready to grow. So get to the person who gave you the link to this call right now and let them know that you want to get started. Now I'm going to be bringing on, an amazing individual who is always willing to share value, to people. Trust me, guys, you wouldn't even have her on because she only does this for the team. Okay. So today we have her on the call. She was on the call yesterday, sharing her testimonial, but today she's coming here to teach, right? But I'm not going to bring her on if we are not ready to actually receive her, right? This is someone who is, helping so many people to get access to this, to this skill set. She has people in her team that are making thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars every single day from the trading space. So she's going to come on here and really share a lot of things, right? You guys are not ready for Chrissy Lee, but if you guys are ready, because I want her, Chris, I don't want to see your video, sis. I don't want to hear your voice. I want them to actually welcome you properly on this call, because trust me, guys, she could actually be, doing her thing right now. She could literally just be, taking a nap or, watching TV, or I don't know, just maybe having dinner or something. But she said, I'm going to be on here tonight to actually share value on this call. So if we are ready to actually receive her, we want to show her that we really appreciate her time. Can I see some love hearts in the chat? Put some sevens. If I don't see enough, don't worry. We're done for tonight. Okay? We're done for tonight. But if we are ready, put some sevens in the chat. Put some love hearts in the chat, just to appreciate this individual who is coming on right now to share value. She's going to show you how to basically grow your money. We want to learn how to grow our money, right? She's going to come on here and show you how to grow your money, how to really, really, trade the right way. So, Chrissy Lee, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. I know that Derek had to reach out to you like last minute, but you said yes, right? And you came on board to really go over some very valuable things. So thank you so much, sis, for coming on the call. Okay, now you can turn on your video, okay? Now you can turn on your video. All right. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Hey guys, thank you so much for having me on the call. Please, can we drop some fire emojis in the chat for Sylvia, who has just gone through some amazing information into the world of Forex and crypto, as well as our amazing platform and community that we have. So please give it up for her in the chat. Let me see them fire emojis, because listen, this girl is absolutely killing it in the market, and I honestly, she doesn't even know, but I learn a lot from her as well. Honestly, she's absolutely amazing, a complete go-getter, and she makes sure that everybody that she comes into contact with literally gets this whole Forex trading. And guys, I'm so honored to be working alongside her. So let's give it up again for Sylvia. Thank you so much, sis, for coming on the call and for sharing all that good stuff. Hey, she's absolutely one of the GOATs. Yes, quite right. That's right, bro. She is one of the greats. But guys, for those that do not know me, my name is Crystal. I'm 37 years young and I'm from the UK. And I actually got started with this amazing platform just in January of this year. So guys, I've only been in this literally just shy of 11 months, because November the 6th will be 11 months exactly. And honestly, I am so thankful and grateful for everything that I have learned and still learning on this platform. I literally was a novice to trading. However, I did have some banking background. That was what my old job used to be. And what I did know about Forex in that time was just the bank's involvement. And when I say that, I mean, I know how the bank utilize our funds to make their investments grow better for them. Right? So they're not even using their own money. They're using people's money who are saving hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of pounds that is sitting in the bank, whilst you log on at home and see numbers across the screen. Try and know that the money is actually in Forex market, in big investments, making money work harder for the bank. And you know what the worst thing was, is seeing that the banks make the profit. But imagine you have money in your savings account. They can't even give you as much as 1% of that interest that they have made from the profits of the money that they utilize that was in your account in the Forex market. How crazy is that? And that's why I can confidently speak about the bank's involvement with this Forex trading, because I'm like, no, this ain't right. Like, we're sitting here saving our money, thinking that we're getting the best interest rates on an account, when you're here making millions and billions and thousands and hundreds off of my money. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but when I heard that Forex and learning about Forex was open to the average Jane, Joe, and Harry, listen, let me tell you, I wanted to plug in from the get-go. I heard from that information, I wanted to get plugged in. But here what, I did so much research out there for so many people that claim to, know about Forex, and they were charging anything from about 3,000, 5,000 plus. And trust me, there's some even more ridiculous prices than that, just to teach me on a one-to-one basis of how to Forex trade. And I know that kind of money doesn't come easily to the average person. Yeah. But through this platform, thankfully, we have got an absolutely decent price where we can absolutely plug in at an absolutely amazing price and offer that, Sylvia just shared with us just there, to be able to learn Forex trading. Now, guys, honestly, Forex trading is a life skill. For so long, the banks, financial institutes, centuries and centuries, like Sylvia said, before some of us were even born, this has been happening. They have been making money through the Forex markets for centuries, years, right? And we have the opportunity to learn that same skill and to be able to do that online, from home, or from anywhere in the world. And I can tell you from anywhere in the world, because I literally just come back from Kenya and I was still trading while I was out in Kenya. That is a skill that I did not have prior to this 10 months that I've been in the business. Right? So everything that I'm teaching you right now, imagine, guys, I am someone that is new, just like many of you on this call, never knew nothing about Forex trading. I'm now here 10 months later, right, giving you this information. Why? Because I've taken the time to invest in myself to learn this information and this skill. And this could be you in the next 10 months. You know, Sylvia said it, you could be an educator. But let me tell you something, it's a very big testament to how powerful this platform is that I'm about to show you. So I'm literally just going to share my screen because I want to show you this amazing app that we have. This is our FL2 app. And I'm just going to get it all opened up for you, because I get so excited with this app. This app is my baby. Anybody that tells you on the team about Chris Lee and looking at this app, listen, this app is my absolute baby, right? So guys, this is our app right here. I'm showing you. I hope you can all see my screen. If you can, drop a 1 in the chat. I need you to be quick with your responses because we're just going to run through this. Yeah, we got a lot of information to get through. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this platform that we're showing you right now, so this is the screen where all of your education ideas are going to come through on the app. Now, these education ideas, they are sent via the professional traders that our platform have. So we have professional, and let me just point out, qualified traders, right, within this app, right? And they send out trading signal ideas on the app for you and I to take. And that's the beauty of this app, you know, and the beauty of this platform is that you can learn and earn at the same time, right? I don't want any of you lot to look at this platform just as a trading signals platform, because I'm telling you, that is not what this just is. I'm going to take it back to the education. Yeah, don't worry, because the education is what's got me where we are right now, okay? So I'm just going to show you an example. So as you can see, the tab that we're on right now, it says all, okay? And this is a history of all the trades that have been sent on the app. And I'm just going to go through the first one. So XAU USD, that is the currency pair that we are trading. So XAU is the base currency. The USD is the quote currency, okay? So that is the currency that we are trading today. Goldmine, that is the name of the educator on this platform, yeah? Next, on the right-hand side, you're going to see that it states that we are in a buy. So this trade that is being sent is a buy trade. Tells you the time it's coming and the date. Now I want to show you the entry price, right? So where you see that 2750.300, that is the entry price as to where we are entering the trade, okay? And then from there, because we're going to go on a buy, if you see it says TP1, TP means take profit. This is where we want the trade to reach our first profit zone, okay? So from the entry price to take profit 1, we want to be able to gain 30 pips worth of the trade, okay? So you can see the price, what it would be at 30 pips. So it's 2753.300, right? So that is showing you we've now just made 30 pips. So where you can see that green tick, that means we reached that take profit. Same with where you can see TP2, it's take profit 2, TP3, take profit 3. As you can see, this trade that you can see literally was an absolutely successful trade because we hit all of our take profits. And you can even see, and it shows you on the app, there is a message right at the bottom. What does it say? Take profit hit. So we have completely got so much gain and value and let's say money, guys, because if you was in this trade, you was a happy bunny. So we were able to make profit off of this trade. One thing that I want to show you as well, can you see where it says SL 33 pips and then there's a price, right? SL means stop loss. Now let me just tell you something about stop loss, because I hear so many crazy stories of people trading without a stop loss. Now, a stop loss is literally like your life insurance. You want that in place just because, and Sylvia and Derek covered this earlier and in the call yesterday, but you know that when you enter the Forex markets, whether you can make money on a buy, you can make money on a sell. Sometimes you go into the market, it's going your way, and all of a sudden something happens. What's that something? That could be some news has broken out. Some craziness has gone on in the economy that has caused a shift in the Forex market, right? So then now you could be in a buy trade and it completely just starts to shoot downwards, right? This means the trade is now going against you and is going toward your stop loss, because you have to set a stop loss on every single trade. Because if you don't set a stop loss, let me tell you something. When you set the price that you have per pip, right, and you do any silly kind of prices for however much your account is worth, which I'm going to go into when we talk about risk management in a bit, if you do not set a stop loss, and for as much as the trade is going and declining and going down, 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 it will keep going until your whole account is blown. This is why it is so important to have a stop loss. Anytime you see SL stop loss, always think life insurance. It's your life insurance for when you are trading, okay? One of the other features I want to show you of this app, you can actually view the thread. And guys, look, like, education ideas are being sent, but look how they're educating us. They are actually sending the analysis of the charts. Like, guys, look at this. They're sending you the analysis of the chart so you can see the time at the bottom. You can see at the sides is the prices and where they've set the entries, where they've set the take profits, your risk to reward ratio. Listen, your supply and demand, your support and resistance. Listen, guys, this here, right here, people just look at it and think it's a pretty picture. Let me tell you something. When I went through the education and I looked at this, I was like, oh my God, I never ever thought in the whole time that I've seen adverts about Forex trading and saw charts and thinking, what the hell does that mean? When I look at this, I get excited because I know what it means. I know what it means. I finally know what it means. And trust me, this is the beauty of what the app gives you. When you get that education embedded in your school, like when you look at anything Forex trading, it just clicks. You get it, right? But guys, these are the educators. Absolutely, they're sending their analysis. They're showing you where the current market is at. They're even updating you, saying, you know, we're 25 pips in profit. Move your stop loss to break even. What that means is, when you move your stop loss to break even, what you're doing is you're moving the stop loss to the entry price, so that if the market so happens or does, you know, revert, then if it goes past the entry price, you don't make a profit and you don't make a loss. You just break even, right? Absolutely fantastic strategy and tool to use, right? We even actually have a break even button on the app, which I'll try and show you in a moment, right? But, you know, these are the things that you can do. Like, they're educating you. They're giving you messages. They're showing you, look, when the take profit hit, send a message again. So they're updating you, updating. Like, guys, like, this is absolutely amazing, right? So as you can see, we've got so many trades that have come through the app in the last week, last month, and I'm telling you that the results this month have been resulting, okay? And then we also have our FL2 Plus, which is an additional subscription, which gives you more trading signal ideas, as well as access to more webinars, and access to more of the educators, okay? So that is an additional around £30 per month on top of the standard FL2 fee, right? One of the things I want to show you, as you can see on the very top one, there is a gold coin or a gold symbol. Normally, every time you do see that, that means that that trade has been successful. Whether that means it's only reached take profit 1, or it's reached all its take profits, or it's reached 2 of the 3 take profits, it's still a successful trade. You should have still have been able to make a profit from that trade, yeah? And then one that I want to show you right now is this NZCHF. Now, as you can see, guys, this has got a flashing symbol next to it. Now, this actually means that this trade is actually still a live trade, okay? And you can actually see the live price, which you can see at the very bottom. And it also tells you how many pips it is in profit. Right now, it's -1. Then you've also got the time as well. When it was, how long ago was this? It's a day ago, right? If it was 2 hours ago, it would tell you that's 2 hours ago. If it was a few minutes ago, it will tell you it's a few minutes ago. But right now, it's the live price is that and it's -1 pips. And as you can see, we wanted to enter, the entry price is 0.51770. So you can see we're not quite at that price yet on the market, right? So these, I just want to show you these things because it gives you the detail on there. And, you know, people will ask, but I always say to people, listen, reading is fundamental, right? Just literally look at the information that you can see. It is giving you the information as to where the trade is on. And then if you want to go a step further and you see something like that, that it was a trade that was sent yesterday, it's still active. And see, like literally we've just been, did anybody just see that? It meant from -1 to -2. So it's still being updated, guys. And if you've got other tools, which the Academy talks about, so stuff as MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, TradingView, XNES, there's so many other platforms out there where you can actually have a look at the charts to see where the current price is as well. If you're somebody that really wants to look at charts to, you know, do your analysis and really get familiar with the charts, you can use those tools as well. I'll drop some links later on, right? But this is our platform, guys. And then I just want to show you, as I said, this is where all of the trades that have been sent through on the app are, okay? So if you've had any trades on, right, you're just going to go to active. Let's say you've taken a few trades on and you're trying to think, oh, how's the trade doing? I want to see how the trade's doing. Or as some of you saw earlier, the trader told us to modify our trade by bringing the stop loss to break even, right? So this is where you would do that. You would find the active trade, right? And you will tap on the trade. And can you see it says modify trade, and then you've got close trade, right? Modify trade. There's two things that you can modify. You can either modify the take profit or you can modify the stop loss. So again, remember, if you wanted to modify the stop loss to break even, we would just use the price points of the entry price and we would place it there where it says stop loss, and then we would swipe to modify the order. Because now you've brought the stop loss to the entry price, which means you will now break even on the trade. So regardless of what happens on the trade, right, you'll break even at that point. If the trade goes in deficit against you, it will just cut off. You don't make a profit, you don't make a loss, okay? So yeah, guys, that's what you would do there. And let's say, for instance, I mean, these trades are still running. Patience is key, yeah? These trades are still running. But Sylvia spoke earlier about, you know, sometimes when you see the blue, you don't want to be patient and you just close it. You know, that was one of my best friends. I'm not going to lie. You know, sometimes when I saw that I had made enough for the day, I would literally just tap on my trade, see that it's in the blue profit that it is, and I'm happy with how much it is. And then I can just press close trade and it would close the trade out. And that trade would literally go to the close tab, okay? It would go to the close tab. So guys, like literally that is the platform in itself. And I just want to also show you as well, because this, like I said, we have the education part, right? So you could press on the little book, right, which will take you directly to the education where you can literally go through the FL2 course. But then as much as the FL2 course is there as well, guys, to teach you stuff, you also have live webinar sessions with our professional educators. That for me is that's amazing, because this gives you an opportunity to sit there and ask questions directly from the professionals themselves. Most of the sessions run for an hour, right? And, you know, look, you can just see, like, it gives you the next 7 days worth of webinars. And, you know, if you see one that you like Market Maven, she's one of my favorites, right? She is an absolute goat when it comes to the simplicities and the basics of Forex trading, right? So Market Maven's got a session, and all I wanted to do, if I want to join this session, this session's tomorrow, 31st of October. So all I would need to do is I can set a reminder, so that it will remind me 5 minutes before the session starts. And I can also add this to my calendar so that when the session is about to start, along with the reminder, I can click on the link through my calendar and join the session. Or if I so happen to just remember the time and I just want to go straight in, I can go on my app and literally select join session, and it will literally take you straight to the live stream of that session, right? This is all at your disposal within the NVISIONU app when you have an active subscription, guys. And, you know, we have over 25 educators on the platform. E-commerce, we have an e-commerce under the FL2 subscription. Marceline is absolutely amazing where the e-commerce aspect of the platform is. And then you've got our crypto whiz as well. Like, guys, like you can learn from so many different, and we've got it in different languages, Spanish, French. And, you know, at the moment, they're still upgrading this, guys, to make it bigger and better. So this is just a smidget of what you're seeing, guys. Like, honestly, it's honestly amazing, right? But what I'm going to do, because I'm conscious of time, I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes just going through risk management, guys, right? I'm going to just stop sharing my screen because I find that a lot of people ask me, oh, where do I start? Like, how do I set my risk and what's the best risk, or what's the best amount to start with, etc. I get these questions all the time. And let me tell you something. The first time that this tool was introduced to me, it was a game changer for me, because from when I was going through the academy, I knew that there has to be a mindset shift when it comes to trading, right? Because you can't trade emotionally. You've got to really be in the game and take away all your emotions when it comes to trading. You've got to really just focus, right? And this tool really allowed me to do that, honestly. So I'm just going to see if I can get back to my Zoom and stop sharing my screen for a second, right? Because I really want to show you risk management, right? So let me see if I can find it. I really want to show you risk management because, you know, I feel like everybody, before they start trading, they need to know this, right? So I'm just going to quickly, again, share my screen, but this time it will be my laptop screen. So I'm just going to share this because I want to show you, this is some of the advice that has come directly from our platform, okay? Now, a lot of people always ask, what's the best amount to trade with, right? And as someone who's a beginner, you know, you could trade with any amount really, but if you are someone who's beginning, I would say between 1 and 1,100 pounds or 1,000, right? And the reason for this is because, you know, you really want to be able to learn a lot about the risk management before you really start to take on any form of trade. You really want to understand the reasons why risk management is so important, right? And I will just firstly give a few pointers on, you know, the whole risk management aspect, okay? Because I feel like it's definitely a need to know basis. So, you know, why is risk management important in Forex trading? But let me tell you one thing, right? It's going to protect your capital, right? So having risk management, that helps you to limit your losses, yeah? You know, why? The reason I say that is because I have people come up to me or in my team and they say, you know, I've put 400 to 500 pounds on my account, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Trading live this week, I was sending and checking accounts blown. Well, because on a 500 pound, they're trading 10 pound a pip. I don't understand. And if you know what I'm talking about trading, that's a 100 account, okay? Make sure that you are risking more than 3. I'll back up risk management and show you. I mean, you can see the information there on your screen, but after we go through it, I'm going to show you the reason why risk management is important and how you can best keep in the whole in your whole risk management plan, okay? Another thing about risk management, it improves your consistency. So by managing your risk, you know, you can really make steady progress rather than really relying on, you know, massive wins or facing massive losses, right? And another thing with risk management, it reduces emotional trading. I'm not saying it takes it away, but it does definitely reduce it, yeah? When you have a set plan for risk, you're more or less likely to, you know, make impulsive decisions. You really are. It just is what it is. You know, you got to keep your emotions out of your trades. Yeah. And then also use risk management that preserves long-term growth. So having good risk management that allows your steadily over time, right? When I first started NVISIONU, I didn't even know what I was doing, right? I had a £75 account, yeah? That's how much I credited my account, £75, right? And within my first 3 weeks, I was able to make a £500 profit. Now, I can tell you, I didn't do no little 10 pence per pip. No, I didn't, because at the time, I didn't know what I didn't know. But having gone through the academy now, right, I understand why risk management is important. Because try not to say, but from the time in January to now, oh yeah, I've blown my account maybe once or twice. You know what I mean? Because I got a bit greedy, or I wanted to take a massive risk and thought, yeah, I've got this trade, and then the trade just completely went the other way. Right? That's why it's important to stick to your risk management, right? And then another thing I want to say to you about risk management is that it builds confidence, okay? You know, knowing that you're protected against large losses, it gives you the confidence to stick to your trading strategy. So if you can see on the screen right now, you know, we've got a really brilliant guide to risk management. So for an account, if you had £100 account to £300, right? This guy tells you that you should be trading at a minimum of 0.01 pence per pip, okay? That 0.01 actually stands for 10 pence, and 0.03 is 30 pence per pip, or your lot size, right, per trade, right? And what you want to do when you're taking a trade on, you want to take a maximum of 3 to 5 trades at a time. If you overdo that, trust me, your risk is going to be higher, right? On an account size, £400 to £600, right? Your minimum is going to be 20 pence to 50 pence per pip. So you can see the figures, how you would put that in the system. 0.02 is 20 pence, 0.05 stands for 50 pence, right? You would only do that on a $400 to $600 account or pounds account. Somebody tell me in the chat, if I had a £100, £300 account, should I be doing 50 pence per pip? Tell me right now, based on the information that you can see. That's right. No, you shouldn't. What are you doing? You're putting yourself at a higher risk. So listen, these educators that are on our platform, right? They have been through this. They have had 10, 20 plus years experience going through this. They have condensed their knowledge, what they know, the do's and don'ts, down into this platform so that it's straight to the point for you to learn it in such a quick time period. Guys, I'm going to say it again. I only started in January of this year. And the knowledge that I have now about trading, it's not even been a year yet, right? And I'm here educating you guys. You understand what I'm saying? Really look at that and see the power of what our education platform is doing, right? So I'm just going to go over now, because I spoke about the last point, which was about protecting, building confidence, and knowing that, when you're protected against large losses, it gives you confidence to stick to your trading strategy. Now, your trading strategy, you're probably thinking, what is that? What is a trading strategy? Let me tell you something. I'm going to show you this amazing tool right now, which I use for my trading strategy. And when I say to you, this tool is going to keep you in good stead, it's going to keep you disciplined, it's going to keep you patient, and it's going to keep you within your risk management, right? It's one of the most amazing tools that I've come across with Forex trading. And if you're new to the call, you probably don't know, but this is actually called a compound calculator, right? And it's better known as compounding, right? So I'm going to explain, about compounding, but I just want to share my screen again, just to show you, this compounding calculator. I will share the link in the group again for those that don't have it, right? But I'm going to share that link again for you. Let me just close down my, what you call it? Yeah, okay. So guys, yeah, this here that you're looking at, this is compound. This is a compounding calculator, one of the greatest tools that we have, you know, as part of, you know, being in the community. You know, you got so many educators and traders and people that's been trading over the years that, you know, give you a few other tools that you can, that helps to enhance your learning. Okay. And as I said, I absolutely love this tool, right? And the reason why I feel this is very, very perfect for beginners, because as I said, I have people come up to me, how much should I start with, you know, what should I invest, and what should I risk, and how long should I do this for, and how quick can I get this amount of money, or how quick can I really make returns, etc. This tool right here is going to answer all those questions. Right now, why is compounding good for or perfect, shall I say, for beginners? One of the things I will say, it gives steady and consistent growth, right? Because compounding allows, you know, beginners to grow their accounts over time without taking unnecessary risks, okay? Because what compounding does, it's when you're reinvesting your path towards the success that you want, or the goal that you want to achieve in compounding your account. Yeah, as I said, it gives you a disciplined approach. Yeah, compounding is naturally going to do that for you, right? Because it's focused on reinvesting the profits and growing it over time, but it keeps you from rushing into risky large trade, and instead it reinforces the importance, yeah, of a patient and methodical approach to, you know, trading, right? So that's what you want to make sure you keep that in mind, right? Honestly, when I say it keeps you so disciplined, it really does, right? And I'll go through why in a moment. Then also, again, strong risk management. That's what we want. That's the key, right? You know, when I say about strong risk management, you know, this is allowing you to stick to smaller, calculated trades, yeah? And, you know, you're just avoiding the large losses. You know, you're not going all crazy with your account. You're keeping to a systematic approach, okay? And it really does create a solid foundation, you know, for your trading journey, and even for success in building up your account, yeah? And one of the last things I want to say is patience, guys. Patience in Forex trading is so key. And again, this tool allows you to really learn patience, right? Because compounding shows you that the small wins, it does gradually add up, right? So rather than always like literally going into the market every day and, oh man, gold mines just come on, man, I'm going to put on £10 per pip because I know he's really good. Like, guys, like, come on, man. Stick to your trading plan, stick to your compounding plan, right? Right. So we don't want to keep going for the short-term quick wins, big wins, shall I say. We want to do it so that, you know, you're gradually growing your account, because compound rewards patience. I'm telling you that much. That's something that I've definitely learned. Yeah, it builds your experience, your knowledge, and confidence massively. As much as you keep doing this, honestly, it's going to build on those things. Yeah. So I just want to quickly go into the tool. So this is going to be your daily compound interest, right? And then obviously you're going to choose your currency. Most do it in dollars or pounds. Okay. So let's say, for instance, we're going to start with, let's be realistic and start with maybe £100 or $100 account. Let's see. Let me go up. Is it allowing me to do? Nope. Yeah, there we go. So let's say let's do 200, right? Let's say we start with a $200 account, right? And we want to risk, let's say 3% per day, right? 3% daily. And we're going to do this for, let's say, 3 months. And then, yeah, monthly, we're going to be compounding monthly. Okay. And then, oh gosh, hold on. It's just changed over. We don't want to do that one. We want to do the daily compound. Right. 200, 3% daily. You want to do 3 months, which is 90 days. Include all days of the week. Now, if you heard and was listening, the Forex market is open 24 hours a day, Monday to Friday. So we're not going to put all days of the week because the Forex market is closed on a weekend, Monday to Friday, right? And then daily reinvest amount. Now, this depends on your specific goal. If you're someone that is trying to build your account, but you know you want to take a bit of your profits to do whatever, whether it's pay an extra bill or treat yourself, whatever, right? Then you can put your daily interest rate to reinvest back into the markets as 50%. Whereas something that I know I'm doing right now, because I'm really trying to build my account up massively, is to do it at the 100%, right? So we'll do both examples. For now, 100%, okay? And let's say we're going to start today, okay? So we just press calculate. And guys, this is where the magic happens. Now look at the projection for the next 3 months of you trading. So this is based on you trading from a £200 account. And when it comes to the end of those 3 months, which is January the 30th, 2025, your projected account growth will be £1,406.98. That's you making a £1,206.98 profit on top of your £200 investment. Okay. Now, what I want to show you and what I absolutely love is this next little bit here. This is the bit that keeps, sorry, I get so excited about this because I love it, but this is the bit that keeps everything in check, right? So we've set up that we're going to start today. When you start today, this means you are only investing your £200 today. 30th of October, we just credit your account with £200. The real work starts the next day. So 31st of October, which is now tomorrow, this is telling me, in fact, let me see if y'all are listening, okay? If you are looking at this graph, I'm going to give you the first answer, but the next one, I want somebody to answer it in the chat, right? So if we start trading tomorrow based off this table on a $200 account or £200 account, this is telling me that all I need to earn for the day is $6. So the balance of my account at the end of my trading day should be $206. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. So this table is now showing you when you need to, when you start trading, it tells you daily what amount you need to do or have as profit just for the day. And once you have your $6, what do you think you need to do? Do you need to go back into the market? Somebody tell me. Once you've made your $6 for the day, do you need to go back into the markets? Right. Somebody said no. Log off, man. That's right. You don't. You've made your profits for the day. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I have been there where I've been like, yes, I've made my $6. Let me just go back in 2 times and do an next trade. And guess what? The $6 I made literally went back into the market. We don't want that. We do not want that because it's exactly, Nick. It's not a gambling business. This is why I'm talking about there's so many misconceptions. But if you don't have the right education like this platform provides, you're just going to keep doing whatever you want to do in the markets. This platform is giving you the tools. It's giving you the tools, right? So I want somebody to put in the chat right now, 1st of November, how much do I need to make for the day? How much do I need to make before the day? Somebody put it in the chat. On the 1st of November, how much do I need to make for the day? Sally, you're my #1 student. $6.18 is what I need to make. That's right. So with yesterday's profits and today's profits combined, my account at the end of the day should be on $212.18. And guys, the rest is history. Like literally, you can print this table off, have it on your wall, wherever it is that you set up your little trading station. I'm in front of mine right now. It's on my wall right in front of me. Literally go by that day by day. Just take your profit and go. That's it. Done for the day. Because when you start to get greedy, I'm telling you, it's not nice. It's a bloodbath where you think you can go in and be like, yeah, I'm going to go in. I got a bit more money that I can play with. Like, no, guys, we want to stick to this. We want to keep disciplined. We want to have that patience. And just think of this compounding as a snowball effect, guys. If you get some snow and you round it up and you pat it into a ball and you give it, it's small, right? But I guarantee you, if you then take that ball and start rolling it in more and more snow, what happens? It gradually gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So imagine that happening to your trading account. That is what compounding is. And in the process of your account growing, you're learning discipline, you're learning patience, you're learning your correct risk management. Guys, it's a no-brainer. When you come in, how do I get started? What's the best way to get started? Boom, go straight to the compound calculator. If you know how much you can invest, let's put that in there. Let's play with the figures, right? If you have a goal that you want to come in and make £500 in your first month, let's see what it will take using this calculator to get to that amount. Because you can play with the calculator like that, guys. Like if I just put £50, I can come in and say, in about a month, let's be realistic, like for some people, right? In a month, how much can I make? You can even utilize the calculator for that, right? In a month, how much can I make based off a £50 investment? It shows you've got a projection of around £95. So you can almost double your account by the end of the month. So if you really want to, if you really want to, utilize this tool, not only to give you a plan, a complete compounding plan, but also if you want to go in and see, like you might want to make £200. Let's put 100 in, right? And calculate it. See what that's going to give us. There you go, £191 in a month's time. Guys, like it's a no-brainer. You just utilize this tool as best as possible, and honestly, it will help you on your way in the beginning stages of your journey. Now, guys, listen. We've taken today a massive dive, into our platform, the world of Forex as a whole by our dear sister Sylvia. We've gone into the FL2 app, risk management. The power of compounding tonight. And honestly, guys, this is the last call, man. Yeah, man, it's the last call. This was the last chance to get in on these strategies, that can help stack up your wins, stay disciplined and grow your account like a pro. Like no one is going to give it to you this real, raw and honest when it comes to Forex trading. That's one thing I will tell you. But listen, maybe, just maybe, we may have room for one more call. One more call tomorrow, 8 p.m. I'm saying this, if you're serious about building your skills and you want one more round of insights into our community and our app, drop a 1 in the chat right now. If I don't see no ones, we ain't doing no call. Like, I want to see some 1s in the chat right now. If you really want to take this building of your skills seriously and you really want to learn this life skill, because I'm telling you guys, it's life changing. I'm so excited to be on this platform, part of this community, because I've learned so much. Listen there, let me see it there. Why? All the ones in the chat. Listen, all right, I've heard you guys. I've heard you all. I've heard you guys. I see the ones. All right, so listen, this is the condition, right? We're going to do one last call tomorrow. We're going to do one last call tomorrow at 8 p.m. I want you all that are on this call now, I want you to invite all your guests. We're going to max out tomorrow's call massively. We're going to absolutely max it out. Let's really help to educate our community, guys, because, this is a skill. It's a life skill that for centuries, banks and financial institutes have really been gaining hundreds, thousands, millions, billions of pounds, guys, of our money, right? And it's now accessible to you, the average Jane and Harry, man. It's available to you, right? And we are that platform that is educating and teaching this amazing life skill to help you to gain financial freedom, yeah, from the comfort of your own home, or like me the other day when I was in Kenya, anywhere in the world, right? So we got to level up, guys, and we can level up. We have the resources to do this in this platform. So listen, please, if you were invited onto this call today, please get back to the person that invited you onto this call and let them know you're ready to get started, right? Because honestly, your future self is going to thank you for it. And you're going to thank yourself that you took the chance out on yourself. You invested in yourself to learn. I want to give a massive thank you to every single one of you that have made it onto the call. Remember, tomorrow's call, bigger, better, invite as many people on. And honestly, guys, I wish you all a good night. God bless and take care.